Now listen, I'm a New York Giants content creator. I don't have that many subscribers. I don't really make videos at all, okay? But I do make content for the Giants. I wanted to come out here and talk about something in terms of fantasy football and what I've seen across the fantasy football landscape when it comes to running backs and top running backs that are drafted in drafts this year. And my one specific beef that I have is people taking Bijan Robinson over Saquon Barkley. Now again, I'm a Giants content creator, but when it comes to the Giants, man, believe me, I tell it like it is. I'm not just out here pumping up my team and being completely biased because I'm a Giants fan. But when it comes to a guy like Bijan Robinson, a rookie coming into this league, joining a backfield with a guy like Tyler Algier, who was extremely productive, especially towards the end of the season last year, a guy that is an absolute bruiser who could possibly take goal line work away from Bijan Robinson, that's not out of the question. So when you think about those things, and then you think about a guy like Desmond Ridder, a second-year quarterback who hasn't exactly lit the world on fire with his quarterback play, and nobody really expects much out of him to begin with, a third-round pick, if I'm not mistaken, or a fourth-round pick. You know, yes, he has Kyle Pitts, and he has Drake London out there to throw the ball to, but it's Desmond Ridder. It's Desmond Ridder. Now, I realize the Giants quarterback is Daniel Jones, and he has struggled the first 4 seasons of his career. But with Brian Dable, he definitely stepped up his play last season. So you would think that the Giants offense, with improved weapons in Paris Campbell, Darren Waller, you look at the guys that they have across that offense, Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, Sterling Shepard coming back. If he can stay healthy, hell, he'll probably have a pretty good year himself. Who else is out there? Isaiah Hodgins. There's a lot of different options on this team. Jalen Hyatt, a guy that Daniel Jones could consistently throw the ball to deep. I don't think he'll be very consistent when it comes to fantasy football this season, but I know Brian Dable is going to scheme that man open. So when you look at all these things with Daniel Jones and the quarterback play in between the two teams, between a guy like Desmond Ridder and Daniel Jones, you would think that would lead towards more production for Saquon Barkley as opposed to a guy like Bijan Robinson. And I get the Falcons are extremely run heavy, very run heavy. But do you honestly think that team is going to have more scoring opportunities than the New York Giants this season? Barkley's going to catch passes. Yeah, Bijan's going to catch passes. They're both going to be used very similar. But when it comes down to it, who's probably going to score more touchdowns this year? I would put my money on Saquon Barkley being that guy. And as far as being a running back goes, Saquon Barkley is still as explosive as he can be, man. Like, he can take it to the house at any time. We all know this. Bijan has that ability also. But does Bijan have the explosiveness that Saquon Barkley does himself? I don't know. I think that's yet to be determined. One thing I do think Bijan has over Saquon is I think he has much better vision than Saquon Barkley. I think he can see the holes in the offensive line and just read a defense a little bit better than Saquon. He does have that over him. But to say Bijan Robinson is going to come out and outproduce Saquon Barkley year one with Tyler Algier in his backfield, and considering, you know, Barkley has no competition for his role, I mean, I don't see what other people are seeing out here when it comes to drafting Bijan Robinson over Saquon Barkley, and I feel like that's what I've seen in countless drafts, you know, before the season started.